What if I told you that some of Africa's greatest kingdoms defeated empires, built powerful armies, and changed history? Yet most people have never heard their stories? Stay until the end, because the last one will shock you. Africa once had a king who was a woman. In the kingdom of Dahomey, power was not inherited by gender. It was earned. She ruled with strategy, discipline, and an army feared across West Africa. These women were not symbolic. They trained from childhood. They fought on the front lines. Even colonial forces feared them. History called them Amazons, but they called themselves kings. Proof that power has never belonged to one gender, only to those strong enough to claim it. One African empire was never colonized. While the rest of Africa fell under foreign rule, Ethiopia stood. In the late 19th century, Europe divided Africa among itself. Borders were drawn, kingdoms collapsed, and almost the entire continent was colonized. Almost. Ethiopia was not weak. It was an ancient civilization with kings, faith, and identity long before modern Europe. In 1896, Italy tried to colonize Ethiopia, confident in its weapons and power. Emperor Menelik II united rival regions. Farmers became soldiers. Men and women stood together at the mountains of Adwa. Ethiopia defeated a European empire, not by luck, but by unity, leadership, and identity. Ethiopia did not survive history. It defied it.
What if I told you an African army once defeated the British Empire? In the early 1800s, a small southern African clan transformed into a military powerhouse. This was the rise of the Zulu Empire. Under King Shaka Zulu, warfare changed forever. He introduced the short stabbing spear, the Ikalwa, forcing warriors into close combat. He created disciplined regiments. He trained boys into soldiers, speed, strategy, shock. The Zulu army expanded rapidly across southern Africa. The greatest test came in 1879, when the British Empire invaded. At the Battle of Isandlwana, the Zulu shocked the world. Spears defeated rifles. It was one of Britain's worst colonial defeats. The empire would later fall, but the legacy never did. The Zulu were not just warriors. They were strategists who changed African history. In the 1600s, a queen stood before Portuguese officials and refused to kneel. Her name was Queen Nzinga. Ruler of Ndongo and later Matamba, she became one of Africa's most strategic leaders. During negotiations, the Portuguese offered no chair, expecting submission. Nzinga ordered one of her attendants to kneel and sat on her back, meeting them eye to eye. But diplomacy was only part of her strategy. She built alliances, reorganized her army, used guerrilla tactics. For decades, she resisted Portuguese expansion. Nzinga adapted, negotiated, fought, and survived. She ruled for nearly 40 years. Some leaders inherit power, others defend it.
Do you know, this African kingdom ruled without an empire. Long before colonial borders, there was Arochukwu, a kingdom that ruled, not through conquest, but influence. At its heart stood the long Juju oracle. Kings, merchants, and warriors came seeking judgment. Decisions made here shaped trade, politics, and alliances across the region. Through networks, not armies, the Aro Confederacy expanded. Their power reached far beyond their land, until colonial forces arrived and feared influence more than weapons. Arochukwu fell, but its legacy still echoes. proof that power doesn't always march. Sometimes it speaks. Like and subscribe for more untold history they don't teach you in school.